For what purpose does the gentleman from Tennessee seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend the rules, pass S-693, the National POW MIA Flag Act.
The clerk will report the title of the bill.
Senate 693, an act to amend Title 36 United States Code to require that the POW MIA flag be displayed on all days that the flag of the United States is displayed on certain federal property.
Pursuant to the rule, the gentleman from Tennessee, Mr. Cohen, and the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Klein, each will control 20 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Tennessee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I ask unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks and include extraneous material on the bill under consideration. I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Without objection, so ordered.
I rise in support of S-693, the National POW MIA Flag Act. This bill would effectively require the National League of Families POW MIA flag to be flown every day at certain specified locations. Under current law, the flag must be displayed on 6 designated days: Armed Forces Day, Memorial Day, Flag Day, Independence Day, National POW MIA Recognition Day, and Veterans Day. In addition, the flag must be flown at the World War II Memorial, the Korean War Veterans Memorial, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, Veterans Affairs Medical Centers, and post offices on every day that the United States flag is displayed. Current law requires the POW MIA flag be displayed on these designated days at the Capitol, the White House, the World War II, Korean War Veterans, and Vietnam Veterans Memorials, and each national cemetery, the buildings containing the offices of the Secretary of State, Defense, and Veterans Affairs, and the Director of Selective Service, each major military installation, and each Veterans Affairs Medical Center, and each post office. This bill simply strikes the provision designated days for display of the POW MIA flag from current law and replaces it with the mandate that the flag be flown on all days on which the United States flag is displayed. Enacting this bill into law would be an appropriate tribute to all those who served our nation in uniform, and especially to those who made the sacrifice of being held prisoner by our nation's enemies in wartime, and for those who remain missing as a result of hostile action. The POW MIA flag not only reminds every American of these individual sacrifices, but also acts as a symbol of the nation's commitment to achieve, as the statute says, the fullest possible accounting of Americans who, having been prisoners of war or missing in action, still remain unaccounted for. I will look at these flags in future years and think of Sam Johnson, great member of this House, and John McCain, a great American, an honest American, and a great leader. I applaud Senator Elizabeth Warren for introducing this bill, which passed the Senate by unanimous consent. I also congratulate Representative Chris Pappas, who introduced the identical bill in the House and has worked to shepherd this legislation through to House passage. I thank him for his hard work and leadership on this meaningful measure that recognizes these heroes, and I urge the House to pass this bill and the President to sign it into law. I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman yield. Tennessee is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As Mr. Klein said, this is a straightforward bill that rightly requires that the flag be flown effectively every day at certain locations of great significance to our country and to our armed forces and veterans. It's an appropriate way to honor all those who served, and particularly those who have been held prisoner who remain missing because of their service to our nation in wartime. Therefore, I urge prompt passage of S-693. I thank Mr. Pappas for his work on the bill and Senator Warren, and I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields.